Hello everyone, in this video I'll be translating and summarizing the latest Urdu broadcast by Imran Riaz Khan to make it accessible for our English-speaking audience. Let's go through the key developments and insights in Imran Riaz Khan's words. To viewers, something is definitely brewing, and news is coming from Islamabad that behind the scenes there are some matters going on between the establishment and the current government that are causing a bit of trouble for both sides. What could be the reason for this? For now, we can only speculate or guess. But something is definitely happening. Amir Mateen Sahib has said something on this. A piece of news surfaced in the market regarding the resignation of Khawaja Asif Sahib, though Khawaja Sahib denied it, at least partially. He denied part of it but did not say much about the full story. However, an ADCR has been arrested who was an RO, that is the person who conducted the elections in Sialkot. After his arrest, there is major trouble for two ministers in particular, especially those connected to Sialkot. On the other hand, the establishment seems to want to show, or is indicating, that it is deeply concerned about corruption and wants to stop it. And in that process, some people are being screwed and tightened up. Among those being pressured, some are connected to government parties or have relations with the government. Meanwhile, some people in the government are making remarks and statements that target the establishment. For example, until a few days ago, some of our federal ministers used to talk about the Abraham Accord repeatedly. The Abraham Accord essentially means recognizing Israel, and they used to say we should consider it and discuss it. People like Khawaja Asif and Rana Sanaullah used to say this. But now, very categorical statements are coming, especially one from Rana Sanaullah Sahib, that it is unthinkable to recognize Israel. Rana Sanaullah said that the question of recognizing Israel simply does not arise. A few days ago they were talking about the Abraham Accord, so those statements would have been very pleasing to the establishment, because since General Bajwa's time, the top leadership of the establishment had been deciding that there should be discussion in Pakistan about Israel, and a way should be found to approach things differently. They even told media people to go and discuss it in the media, but the media did not pay it much attention. Now, the matter seems to be that perhaps there's some obstacle, maybe a legal one, because some of my friends in Islamabad said that the current Field Marshal Asim Munir Sahib has a service tenure of 3 years, and if he wants to avail the 5-year benefit, then the government would have to take certain legal steps for that. Only then could he get the 5-year extension benefit. Now, whether the government takes those steps or not, perhaps the matter is stuck there. Normally, the fights between the establishment and the government are over the army chief's extension. Most of the time, when an army chief's tenure is nearing completion, that year becomes the year of battles. The effort is made to pressure and blackmail the government to get one's work done. Bajwa Sahib also left doing just that. He succeeded once, and the second time he left, and Asim Munir Sahib came in. Now Asim Munir Sahib's 3 years are about to be completed. So the question arises, will Nawaz Sharif want Asim Munir Sahib to continue again as army chief? Nawaz Sharif and his close associates believe that he, Nawaz, has been wronged. They say, we were invited to fly pigeons, but our parrots were taken away, meaning Nawaz was supposed to become Prime Minister. He even had newspaper ads printed declaring himself Prime Minister of Pakistan. But what did he get instead? His brother became PM, but one who doesn't listen to him and prefers reconciliation, and his daughter became Chief Minister, who has ruined Nawaz Sharif's politics. Now Nawaz Sharif cannot face the public. The man whose name once resonated in Pakistan and abroad, overseas Pakistanis would say they longed for a glimpse of him. Once, when Nawaz Sharif launched the Pay Off Debt, Build the Country campaign, people even donated their entire monthly salaries. Nawaz received grand welcomes in the UK and Europe, but now overseas Pakistanis don't like him at all. He can't even face them. His politics has been destroyed, and in return his daughter became CM and his brother PM, both powerless. They can't even transfer an SP. This is the situation. So, will Nawaz Sharif want the current establishment to continue and give the army chief a 2-year extension? This too could be an issue. There's also news that some ministers favoured by the establishment are now clashing with government ministers. Those ministers, after receiving certain security clearances, feel empowered and believe they can no longer be blackmailed, so tension is rising. If anyone still mistakenly believes that the establishment has a problem with corruption, let me dispel that. Look, right now there are two huge scandals in Pakistan. One is the sugar mafia scandal, a massive one. If the establishment cared even a little about corruption, they would focus on this scandal, where billions of rupees are being taken from the public's pockets right now and continuously. But they have no focus on it, and frankly, it's not even their job. What do they have to do with NAB, anti-corruption, FIA, accountability? Yet Pakistani intelligence agencies under the establishment's shadow have forcibly taken control of these matters. These institutions should be independent to conduct accountability. Only then would it be effective. But I'll still say, if someone tries to act before you as if the current military establishment is against corruption, just place the sugar scandal before them and ask what they've done about it. Then there's the massive wheat scandal worth billions. What has Anwar-ul-Haq Kakar Sahib done about that? Also, journalist Sanala Sahib reported that Asif Ali Zardari, Nawaz Sharif and Yusuf Raza Gilani had already plundered Toshakhana items freely. But in his final days as caretaker PM, Anwar-ul-Haq Kakar crossed all limits. From the cabinet division he took away 2 bulletproof vehicles, approved it himself, and now shamelessly says he's using them. Raise this matter on Kakar. There's also Mariam Nawaz's 10 trillion rupee case, officially reported at the government level. Raise that too. So overall, the establishment has no issue with corruption whatsoever. Nor do they have any problem with land-grabbing societies. I can prove it. If the establishment hated land-grabbing, would DHA be seizing people's lands? In Gujranwala, countless visuals exist. I have them, and journalist Shahid Islam has a full report on it. I've personally reported on it several times. The people of Rawali and Gujranwala tell us how DHA is seizing their agricultural lands because it falls in the main boulevard expansion area. These are centuries-old villages now being demolished. Police contingents are brought in. When villagers request the police to stop DHA from grabbing their lands, DHA files cases against the villagers instead. They get arrested. Videos show them saying, "They're seizing our land, our livelihood. We've farmed here for generations. They're taking everything from us for pennies, land worth 1 crore being taken for 20 lakh. Then they'll build commercial areas and earn billions while we get nothing." So if the establishment hated land grabbers, DHA wouldn't be grabbing land. That's number 1. Number 2, if they hated corruption under their nose, since they're effectively in power right now, the sugar scandal, the wheat scandal, the 10 trillion case wouldn't still be unresolved. People would already be behind bars. These displays are just for show. They have no connection to reality. For example, look at Asim Munir Sahib's relations with people who have corruption cases against them. How did Zardari Sahib and the Sharif family get NROs? Look at who was beside Asim Munir Sahib during his Umrah. These are the same people with corruption cases who couldn't prove their innocence and needed an NRO. One of them was the same man who, in the Haram in Saudi Arabia, sat with a judge pressuring him to rule in the family's favour. That's why the court called this family the Sicilian Mafia and Godfather. So, the establishment has no interest in catching corruption. The real matter is simply increasing pressure on both sides, so the job-related matter, the extension, can move forward. Now, one important news from Zahid Gauri Sahib. This is related to the Kohistan scandal in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa. In the Kohistan scandal, there has been a major development. In this case, 56 companies and individuals are involved, with transactions worth 6 billion rupees identified in 100 accounts. One truck driver's account alone saw transactions worth 1 billion rupees. We've heard before about drivers and peons having money funneled into their accounts. Remember Maqsood the peon who died in Dubai? His account had billions of rupees and he was a peon of the Sharif family. Now, similarly, we've learned about a truck driver whose account saw transactions worth 16 billion rupees. In Islamabad and 7 other major cities, large properties worth 66 billion rupees have been identified. In addition, it is being said that contractors are also involved, as well as bank officials, government officials, a former minister, and a former member of parliament. NAB has arrested 7 officials in this connection. 88 luxury vehicles have also been recovered. Investigations are ongoing, and Zahid Ghauri has claimed that the investigation is also moving toward Chief Minister Ali Amin Gandapur and former Chief Minister Mahmood Khan. Now, viewers, there's another matter that Pakistan's media is not discussing, and I want to present it to you. This is about the ADCR arrested in Sialkot, Additional Deputy Commissioner Revenue Mohammed Iqbal. After his arrest, some revelations have come to light. The police have once again taken his remand. If Khawaja Asif Sahib was putting pressure, that pressure did not work. During police investigation, it was revealed that the Deputy Commissioner Revenue admitted to owning properties worth tens of millions of rupees. This is the same man who was the RO, returning officer for the Sialkot elections, and you all know how those elections went. Just look at Rahana Das Sahiba's election and others. You know what happened in Sialkot. Now, the Additional Deputy Commissioner Revenue of Sialkot has admitted to owning a Land Cruiser and multiple plots. He says, "Yes, I have plots. Yes, I have a Land Cruiser. How does a government employee get such assets? It amazes me. Someone earning even 1 million rupees a month would not live the lifestyle these bureaucrats live, when their maximum salary might be 200,000 to 250,000 rupees. Even with all perks included, you cannot buy a Land Cruiser with that salary. Yet they have multiple plots, luxury cars, commercial properties. 2 commercial plot files have also been found in his possession, and they are saying that an additional recovery of 40,091,500 rupees is yet to be made from him. His remand has been obtained. Various reports link this man to Khawaja Asif Sahib, and that is where the connection lies, which is why Khawaja Asif is said to be upset or troubled by this case. Now, viewers, I was talking about DHA, so let me tell you something else. In Multan, when DHA was developing plots, many mango trees and orchards were cut down. This was a very unfortunate incident. The contractors who got the job and cut the trees shared this information with me, and it saddened me deeply, because I plant trees. Every year, together with friends in Punjab and Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, we plant and donate many trees. I know that no matter how many trees are planted in Pakistan, they will never be enough. Pakistan must be made greener under all circumstances. Otherwise, the disaster of climate change will stand right at our doorstep. One way to fight this is maximum plantation. Of course, there are many other factors Pakistan must work on, but note this. No one has ever held DHA accountable. From Karachi to Khyber, all the DHAs are untouchable. They are never questioned, because they have the hand of the establishment over them. Meanwhile, nearly 100 other societies have been listed as illegal or operating improperly, but DHA is never questioned. Viewers, the Chief Election Commissioner, Sikandar Sultan Raja's wife, has been appointed Chief Collector Customs. This is important and, well, amusing news. She is repeatedly rewarded, and we all understand why. The Chief Election Commissioner has done a lot of work and given a lot of help, and is therefore kept happy. He has been involved in controversies, but no inquiry has ever surfaced against him despite those controversies, because he facilitated the elections, the rigging, and fulfilled the establishment's wishes. Now, Rana Sanallah Sahib has given Imran Khan Sahib some advice, and you can see this in the context of the light back and forth currently going on between the establishment and the government. I call it a friendly wrestling match because it will end soon. They will glare at each other for a bit, extract what they want, and then become close again, because their interests are the same. And their biggest shared interest is to somehow be rid of Imran Khan. So, in this spirit, Rana Sanallah Sahib advised Imran Khan, if he wants a political way forward, he must talk to political parties. He must have the courage to sit with Nawaz Sharif and with Asif Ali Zardari. Imran Khan should say that Shahbaz Sharif has offered dialogue, thank him for it, sit with him, and then tell Rana Sanallah what was discussed. Look, this same Rana Sanallah and his party have already said that they have no authority. When negotiations were going on November 26th, shots were fired at PTI, their people were martyred, yet PTI still negotiated. But they said, we have no authority, we can't even arrange a meeting between Imran Khan and his party members. When you can't even arrange for a prisoner in Adiala jail, which is under your Punjab government, to meet his political party, how can you talk to Nawaz Sharif or Zardari? First, Nawaz Sharif should openly declare, I have authority. What I say I can deliver. Right now, Nawaz Sharif is like someone wearing elastic trousers, because the establishment can pull them down at any time, exposing him. He fears that his humiliation will be exposed because Yasmin Rashid Sahiba won her election with a huge lead, and that matter is still pending. The day the establishment pulls his trousers, that seat will be lost and his honour gone. So first, Nawaz Sharif should prove he has authority, and the easiest way to do that is to resign his National Assembly seat. He doesn't attend anyway, he's missed all sessions. Resign, free yourself from it and say, I want dialogue, come, let's talk. And then commit what I agree to. I will safeguard and ensure it is implemented. Only then can talks happen. Otherwise, as Imran Khan says, he will only talk to those who actually hold the power. Viewers, for the past 3 days in Quetta and all of Balochistan, the largest province of Pakistan, there has been no internet. Mobile internet is completely shut down, according to BBC reports. The government says there are security issues. On one hand, they say terrorists are just a few people. On the other, they deny the entire province a basic necessity in today's modern era, when you can't even imagine someone cutting off internet. This is the facility being given to citizens for the past 3 days. And yet they claim they are bringing development and prosperity. How will there be prosperity when you can't even provide security and you cut off a basic service people pay for? Cutting off the voices of the youth will achieve nothing. I say this directly to the establishment. You must sit with the youth. Instead of crushing their voices, you must listen to them. If you don't, no matter how many promises or claims you make, they will remain empty words. Viewers, there was to be the Arbaeen March to Iran, announced by MWM, Majlis Wadat-e-Muslimin. Now, after talks with the government, a 7-point agreement has been reached that, for now, the march will not happen. If it had gone ahead, it would have posed major security issues for the government because of terrorism concerns, and they were planning a long march. But some matters have been settled. I hope the government will act wisely and fulfill the promises it has made to MWM so that it doesn't come to the march and the matter is resolved amicably. Terrorism must be controlled as soon as possible, and the way to control it is the same. Sit with the people, gain public support, stop forcibly disappearing people, act according to law and justice, and give each their due mandate. This country will then move forward. If you try to run the country with land grabbing and rope tricks, then, well, you couldn't even run a small shop like that, let alone a country. That wraps up our translation of Imran Riaz Khan's video. I hope this English version helped you understand his message better. Please like, share and subscribe to Awami Lens to help our community grow. Don't forget to leave a comment below and let me know what you thought of this effort.